Lesson 7, the superlative form. Differences in 3 plus things or 3 plus people. 3 or more things or 3 or more people. Okay. Here is an example. There are 3 animals. How do we differentiate them? Example 1. The lion is the biggest animal here. Maybe the cat is bigger than the duck, but lion is the biggest animal here. Use the word the biggest to represent the superlative form. That is what the topic is, the superlative form. Bigger means comparative form. Biggest talks about the superlative form. When you say the word biggest, always remember to use the article the. Big, bigger, biggest. This word shows, biggest shows the superlative degree of the word big. There are 3 animals. Of the 3, the lion is also the most dangerous of the 3 animals above. The lion is also the most dangerous of the 3 animals above. Cat is dangerous, but it's not the most dangerous. Duck is non-dangerous. Okay, yes, it's little bit dangerous. It's not so dangerous. But cat is more dangerous than the duck. But of all the 3, if you want to say which is dangerous of highest kind, we can say lion. Lion is the most dangerous of the 3 animals above. So whenever you use the word dangerous, there are 3 syllables or more syllables. We use most dangerous. Okay. So whenever we use most, always use the article the. Let us see one example. The superlative form of adjectives shows the difference among 3 or more things. For example, he holds a watermelon. Watermelon is big for now. But once you bring in the plum, we can very well say watermelon is bigger than the plum he has in hand. If he has 3 things, like he has a watermelon, a plum, and a grape, small grape. Which one is biggest? The watermelon is the biggest among all the 3 fruits he has. All the 3 things he has. The watermelon is biggest. The watermelon is the biggest. The grapes is the smallest among the 3 things he has. The superlative adjectives, 2 syllables are longer. Use the more. So for expensive, there are expensive 3 syllables. Right? So we use more expensive, or the otherwise, in case of superlative form, we use most expensive with the word most. We call it the most expensive. So watermelon costs 100 rupees, plum costs 20 rupees, the grape costs only 50 paisa. Okay, half a kilo might cost you 10 bucks, 10 rupees, and this one single piece may cost you 10 paisa. The watermelon is the most expensive of 3 things that I purchased. Let's see the rules for the superlative form. The superlative form is used to show the difference among 3 or more things or people in a group. there are rules for using the superlative form. The table below will help you. Let's see the table. The superlative forms can be differentiated into three types. One syllable words. The superlative forms for two syllable words ending in Y, and two syllables or more not ending in Y. Two or more syllables not ending in Y. Okay. Example, the type 1. Let's see some examples. In this case of one syllable words, all we do is add est. Okay. For example, you see a word big, the superlative form is biggest. Old, oldest. Nicer, nicest. Nice, nicer, nicest. Young, youngest. Fast, fastest. Cheap, cheapest. Okay, let's take another example for the type two syllable words that are ending in Y. Let's see some examples for that. What we have to do when we find two syllable words ending in Y, we have to drop the Y and add IEST. In the previous case, we added IER. Okay, IEST is what we need to add for superlative forms. Noisy. Remove Y and add IEST. Noisiest. Busy. Drop Y, add IEST. Busiest. Crazy. Craziest. Lazy. Laziest. Funny. Funniest. Dry. Driest. Okay, let's see the other type, the third type. There's two or more syllables not ending in Y. What we use? We use most. We don't add EST for two or more syllable big words. We don't add EST. Instead, we use the word most. For example, dangerous. How many syllables? De-ja-ras. Three syllable word. So we add most. Then we use it, the superlative form as most dangerous for the word dangerous. For the word expensive, expensive. Three or four syllable word, right? Most expensive is the superlative form. We use comfortable. Comfortable. Four syllable. The superlative form is most comfortable. Humid. Two syllable word. Superlative form most humid. Tired. Superlative form most tired. Acceptable. Superlative form most acceptable. There are always some exceptions. What do you mean by exceptions? Yeah, detour to the main rules. Some words may not follow the rules above. That's called exceptions. Good, bad, for, and fun. These are adjectives that don't follow the rules when making the comparative form. For example, good, the superlative form is best. We don't say goodest, something like that. Most good, etc. For good, the superlative form is best. For bad, the superlative form is worst. Bad, worst. For you have to add th for the superlative form. Farthest. Okay, not forest. Okay, farthest. Fun, most fun. Even though it is a single syllable word, we use most fun, not funnest. It's wrong. Okay, so these are all exceptions. Never use two superlatives together on an adjective. What do you mean by this statement? That is, don't use cheapest is superlative and don't add also most to it. Most cheapest, most noisiest. These are all bad usage. It's wrong. Always remember, it's often necessary to use the article, the, in front of the superlative. Okay. Let's see some examples here. More examples. Apples picked directly from a tree taste the best. Superlative form of good is best. The best. I had the most fun at the state fair when I rode on the Ferris wheel. The most fun. Giraffes have the longest necks of any animal. The longest. Sometimes an article such as the isn't necessary when using the superlative. Instead, you can use the possessive form in front of the superlative. Let's see where the is not needed. Examples. This dog is her best friend. You are using the possessive form her. This dog is her best friend. Even though best is superlative form, the possessive form replaces the article the. Or her best friend is her dog. Good job. Take a quiz. Comparatives and superlatives. Part A. Complete each sentence with the comparative form. The words in parentheses are adjectives or adverbs. Use the words and complete the sentence. Pause the video and start the quiz. Part B. Complete each sentence in the superlative form. The words in parentheses are adjectives. Pause the video and complete the sentences using the word. Okay, now we will go for the answers. Pause the video before going further. Do not see the answers unless you complete. Here is the answers. Read it loud. Compare it with your answers. And evaluate. Part B. Good job.